I had a daydream where somebody ported the GameCube BIOS onto the N64. I don't know how that would really work because the GameCube requires discs and the N64 requires cards. But I mean, the service disc has like controller testing capabilities, so anything can happen. I had a daydream where somebody ported the EAS encoding code onto the NES or Sega Genesis. I feel like in theory it could work, but you have to accommodate to be sure the audio can be stored on the cartridge or receive it. The Genesis could probably do it, no problem, but the NES can be difficult. I had a weird daydream in the future where every local broadcast affiliate's news segments will get replaced like an anime VTuber stream or something like that. An example, you just finished watching CSI Miami on CBS, and you expect the news to come on, but instead you get like a stream from like Vanamelon or Guar. I had a daydream that went like this. I've done so much effort just for that? Hey, it's not all bad. I'm proud of you for at least trying. Thanks, Ollie. Yeah, you'll probably just forget it over time. Ivan, shut the hell up. Had a daydream where Boomerang in the 2010s was planning their rebrand to include an edit of Skrillex's Bangarang, but redubbed it to make it say Boomerang. Had a daydream where somebody replicated my art style and drew Kimmy, Terra, and Alkaline all giving the middle finger. They made two versions where they're all smiling and one they were mad. Had a daydream of doing a Ray William Johnson music video parody. The song was called Doing the Long. Daydream before actually heading to bed. Had a dream where the B-movie animation, model, and scenes were leaked onto the internet and some people tried to edit them drastically so they can get famous on Twitter or TikTok. Had a daydream idea where it involves a promotion. So, Movies Anywhere partners up with a drink or food company. Once you order like a soda pack or a specific meal, you get a randomized movie code on the box and you can scan it to earn your free digital movie instantly. Had a bit of a scary dream where someone told me to scrap Alkaline because they found her to be distracting and annoying. One time I wanted to do a face reveal, but then Adam Sandler came in and decided to take the picture featuring the both of us. Had a daydream of a talking Kimmy plushie that when you squeeze the body she'll say various things like that one talking SpongeBob plush. Had a daydream that my personas became their own separate OC, separating from me and having a new voice entirely. It was weird, it was like a future scenario if I retired or something. I had two nightmares last night. For one, Val was staring at my soul and dragged me away from my bedroom. And two, I was watching a creepy Blue's Clues anomaly video where Steve was faceless and Blue had no pupils and was crying blood. I was watching it all on a giant CRT in the dark with no one around me. Had a scary dream last night. I was playing Super Smash Bros. Melee and I was playing against two other Pikachu CPUs. I was doing a bit poorlier than I usually was doing, when all of a sudden, the game itself ended the match abruptly. It showed the results screen with the Pokemon victory music, but something seemed off. My character was shown on screen, I was playing a Pichu, but I wasn't doing a victory dance, I was just doing an idle animation. There was no crowd sound either, like how you win a match or no contest. All of a sudden, lightning struck my character and fell to the floor. I got jump scared by all of this while the victory music was still playing. The announcer then says, "Game over," and did the visuals where you lost a classic event in Melee. I tried to exit out, but the game won't let me forget it, as it replayed the exact game over victory animation if I tried to exit to the title screen or leave it untouched for too long. So then I tried to start another match. This time I tried to play as Mario and I put the CPU as Jigglypuff. When I tried to play the match though, it didn't take me to the stage selection and instead took me straight to the match. It looked like we were on top of something really tall, but the screen was too dark to see everything. I was still able to know where my character was because the background was like some sort of fever dream and it was very trippy like. There was no music and it was all just reverb of my characters making noises as I moved around with my controller. The CPU wasn't doing anything, it was just doing its idle animation. There was no way to exit the match, no way to no contest it either. Then, I woke up. I had a sort of daydream. Imagine in a cyberpunk-like future, Hollywood would collapse and Andy would reign supreme. Copyright was refigured to fit in with the more modern and common sense standards, and everybody has the freedom to do anything they want freely without any restrictions. I had a daydream where The Living Tombstone and Weird Al Yankovic had a crossover. Had a bit of a daydream where Nickelodeon rebooted SpongeBob SquarePants in a modernized pop-in fluid style to it. But due to fans calling out on it, Nickelodeon introduced a brand new SpongeBob series called SpongeBob Classic. And it's the same as the current seasons of SpongeBob we have now, but in 4x3 and slight adjustments to make it more classic.